Hi everyone, I'm going to speak a little bit about developing early counting skills. Now the first thing to know is that developing counting skills begins right alongside the first development of language. As soon as your child starts to recognise words, say words, repeat words, counting should be part of your natural conversation with them. Counting when you go upstairs, counting when you set the table, counting how many lollies are in the packet. All of that is just starting to allow the children to know that counting is part of our daily life. One of the first things people have as a goal is to teach their child to count up to 10, with 10 as the final number. It's really important to know that numbers go beyond 10. So when you start teaching them to count, don't stop at 10, keep going, count to 12. Just so that they know that there's a sequence beyond that number 10, even though 10 is a really important number. When you're counting with your young children, often people will say, well, let's see if you can count up to 100, and the child will sit there and they'll just be rattling off the numbers and it's almost seems like an amazing achievement. If you're counting with your child, it's much better to do short, sharp counting. Just count with them across what we call the decaples, but they're really the decade numbers, 20, 30, 40, because that's often the place where the child will have the difficulty from going from one family to the next. We talk about number families. We have the 10s family, the 20s family, the 30s family. It's really important to know the sequence of those families. When they're learning to count, also say to them, what's the family after the 20s family? It's the 30s family. Okay, so when we get to 29, that's the highest number in the 20s family, we have to go on to the 30s family. That kind of language is really, really important, because that's often where the child has the difficulty. They get to a number ending in 9 and they don't know where to go next. They know that they have to change the number, but they don't know what family comes next. When you do forwards and backwards sequences, again, make them across those areas. So if you're counting backwards, just start at 33, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, stop. You don't need to go any further, because you can see that they're mastering that part of counting that can be challenging. As I said, counting is part of everyday life, and just do it as often as you can and talk to your children all the time about it.